Welcome friends, how's it going? I'm Ben Snow and today I want to talk about Hogwarts Castle from Hogwarts Legacy and especially how it's going to look like in the game. Like I know Hogwarts almost by heart based on the movies and the video games, especially The Order of the Phoenix where Hogwarts was recreated in pretty good way. And I couldn't help but notice that it changed a lot throughout the years. Like for example, in the first two, some changes were subtle. For example, like the castle was kind of wide and it looked bigger than in the rest of the movies. And like the towers look like wide and thick, but then starting with the Prison of Azkaban, the castle looked narrower but taller at the same time. And also like the towers looked more slender. But other changes were much bigger. Like, for example, Hagrid's hut and the location of the Wampin Willow switched in the third movie. And then in the sixth movie, they added the Astronomy Tower. So Dumbledore has a tower to fall from. And then the most annoying change was in the Deathly Hallows where they changed the location of the Viaduct Bridge. That one doesn't make any sense. Like, why they changed the Wampin Willow? They actually say first the Wampin Willow was inside the grounds of Hogwarts, but then when Harry and Ron crashed into it, they moved it to outside of Hogwarts grounds so it doesn't injure anyone or the tree doesn't get injured or damaged. So that makes sense, but the rest, I don't really get the changes. Like why did they change Hagrid's hut location? Like, did he not like where it was? Like Hagrid came to Dumbledore, like, look, Dumbledore, I don't really like my location, so can you help me move my house? Cause like, it's too loud near the school. The kids are too loud. They're so noisy, and I like a better view closer to the lake. So yeah, could you help me move my house? I prefer a better view, Just like, yeah. Like what? Well, anyways, the changes were, and this is why I'm concerned about how Hogwarts is gonna look like in Hogwarts Legacy. Because I hope they don't make too many changes, because changes for the sake of changes are kind of dumb. I don't know. They don't make sense. But let's take a look. So, and we don't have much to compare to. We only have the reveal trailer and the posters. So I'm gonna be using the poster right now just to compare the overall look because it has a good quality. And I'm gonna be comparing to the miniature from Warner Brothers Studios in London because that one they even used as miniature in some of the movies. So from the first looks, it looks pretty similar. Disregard that owlry and wooden bridge section. I'll get to that part. But yeah, overall, it looks pretty much the same. Like the first that you can tell is different is just the color of the stone. It looks more white. It looks cleaner in a way. And also there's much more greenery and there are trees around the grounds and the shrubs or like bushes are growing on the walls. It's kind of nice. I really like that. It's like it added some coziness to it. Yeah, but these are the first things. So let's take a closer look at the Great Hall. Of course, this one looks a little bit different. Like this middle part pops up a little bit, and also it looks wider than here. And also like on the roof, we don't see those windows. I mean, they're still there, but they're different. They're like rearranged in a different way. But I like that. Then moving on, in the courtyard, again, it looks pretty much the same. They just added these like pikes, like these architectural, like tiny, small statues. I'm not sure. Those little things. Then the grand staircase tower, it looks a little bit shorter, but wider at the same time. Then moving to the right, we see there's a hospital wing in the back and the clock tower. Then right here, there's another courtyard that we see through this arch. A subtle change, like since the grand staircase tower became wider, it ate up a little bit of this building. But I mean, right here, that's the Defense Against the Dark Arts tower. That one looks a bit bigger than here. And here's the freaking Viaduct Bridge. Thank God they disregarded Deathly Hallows and Crimes of Grindelwald, because like with Crimes of Grindelwald, that doesn't make any sense because that's before Harry Potter. So then there was a bridge, then it disappeared and then reappeared again. Like maybe when Dumbledore started working there, like, so about this bridge, I don't really like it. It looks unsafe. Someone might walk in here, and that's some security issues here. So let's move this bridge, okay? But then when he died, Snape was like, so about that bridge, I like that bridge. I want it back, okay? So let's put it back. I don't know. But anyways, I'm glad they keep this model. They stick to this style. Okay, then moving on. Go into the West Wing. Let's call it a West Wing. I'm not sure. Now here we see herbology greenhouses. They changed a little bit. For example, here the greenhouses wrap around the corner, but here they don't. They're only like in this front part, and that, like right there, there's this little dome. It moved right here in the front. I mean, not that big a change, but they're just smaller. So like potentially maybe throughout the years, the herbology grew. You know, they needed more space, so they added more greenhouses, whatever. So going on, these two towers disappeared. They're not there. I guess it's fine. Like, I don't know what those towers are, but whatever. So, okay, moving on. The Astronomy Tower is right there, just like in the 6th movie. Perhaps we're gonna have astronomy classes. That'll be cool. Then moving on, like again, slight differences, but they're not that grand. And again, these last two towers, I think that's where the library is. I believe they look a tiny bit shorter, but wider at the same time. And I kind of like that. I like how the castle looks. And then also looking at this right part, so we see the wooden bridge and the owlry. Now, when I saw this first, I got super concerned because this doesn't belong here. What's going on here? Wait a second. What are you doing? You're messing up. What's going on? Because the wooden bridge is behind the clock tower. It's right there in the back. There's the hospital wing, then there's a clock tower. In front of that clock tower, there's this courtyard, and then it leads to the other side of the river or whatever. And then there's the stone circle. And then from there you go either down towards Hagrid's hut or to the right towards the owlry. But it's fine. It's fine. It's only in this poster. Because if you look at this shot, it's not there. And the owlry looks like is in the correct position. And we'll also see the Quidditch pit. So I think they just added this wooden bridge in this poster just cause. Well, at least we know that it's there. Like, it exists within this game. But also the trailer proves that, relax, it's in the right position. It's all fine. It's all good. We didn't move that. Because in this shot from the reveal trailer, we're looking from a slightly different angle, like a few degrees to the right. And it's correct, we shouldn't be able to see the wooden bridge. The castle is covering it. But also to the right here, we see these walls that lead to the Quidditch pit. And they look slightly different, but pretty much the same. And it looks like there's some sort of garden, like, I'm not sure what that is. Some nice area, some kind of area added. Because before it was just plains. And just plains. Oh, by the way, is there going to be Hagrid's hut in Hogwarts Legacy, or more like someone else's hut? Like, because obviously Hagrid wasn't there, but there should have been some other groundskeeper, or maybe there's nothing there. There's just wilderness. Who knows? Only time will tell. So yeah, so overall changes are pretty small. And I kind of like how it looks on the outside. Yeah, it's nice. I really like how they added the greenery and like the bushes and the trees, and the shrubs growing and wrapping around the walls. That's kind of nice. However, there is one change that I don't really like on the inside, but I will talk about that in the second part of this video. So see you there.